spawning on the bottom corner of the map, we have Mr. Darkness playing the green rebel player, and on the top corner we have the purple Combine player commandeered commandeered by Paparizza. And I've seen Paparizza play, and he's a pretty well-known player in the meta, as Darkness typically starts with buildings outside of his HQ. So you know who it is. Alright, so right from the start we have a really expected opening. Dark Energy Reactor into Garrison to contest with Metro Cops and getting the capture points for acquisition. And this is a pretty common strategy for the common player in this patch. From Darkness we have barracks being built right in this ledge, in this approach, basically this opening, this choke, kind of a choke pointy position, close to the scrap point farm, so he can cover and eliminate any harassment, any possible harassment by the Combine player to contest the scrap farm. Lost System will be getting killed, and right from the bat the engineer will be constructing the barricade. Alright, this engineer is not helping constructing this barricade. I have no idea why is that, since this control point is in his control. Well, that's a scout moving in, scouting the Combine player's position, and right away we see two power cells being produced. However, we have no. Do we have a scrap power gen? No, we don't. So this could be another Dark Energy Reactor being built, or he just wants the requisition right now, and then he's gonna look into the energy requirements. There's a Metro Cop trying to engage 4 rebel units, well, 2 engineers and 2 rebels. Combat soldier will be getting killed right away, and as you can see, Darkness can start building buildings in this middle control point, which will means that he's opting to not give this middle control point to the Combine player, as the Combine player was also opting for something similar, having the Stalker behind the Metrocop, as we know this. However, since the buildings are already in place, and the rebel being the first to encamp this whole position, Stalker has to go back and play the normal build strategy. This control point, as we see, is also the main focus for the rebel player, as Darkness wants to isolate the opposite players from resources. This control point being reinforced really close to finishing, but it will be engaged by the scout. The scout really doesn't do much damage, and there's a Metrocop just to take care of this harassment. He's not gonna micro away and will let the scout die. I'm not sure why he didn't micro the scout. Scout is more faster than the Riot Cop, and he can even use the cloak capability to stay off site. Is this another scout? That's another scout. It will be scouting what's happening in this side of the building space, and for also possible to highlight any Combine units approaching from this pathway. As the reason for that is because he hasn't put any barricades here or stationed any units to cover the barracks. However, he did build another barracks here, so that's a double barracks game strategy right now, a double barracks strat, I mean. And there will be a junkyard close nearby to collect all these scrap points, so we might see upgrades being researched in a really soonish time, or pretty soon. I would say, if the combat doesn't contest this middle control point at all, we might see upgrades and tier 2 and tier 3 pretty much going into tier 2 and tier 3 really quickly, I mean. So, 2 Combine soldiers with another Metro Cop with an SMG and the Riot Cop will be probably engaging this position, this rebel position, and will go from the flanking route because there is nothing covering here. If he knows that. Okay, that's a Riot Cop gonna scout. There will be 3 rebels here, and that Riot Cop instantly dies by the focus of those 3 rebels. That's a Combine Soldier on the rock. He's also covered in that position, but because he's on the rock, these rebels can shoot him. I think that's probably a bug. He didn't want to put the Riot Cop, the Combine Soldier on the rocks, maybe behind the rocks, so this rebel could have been killed and not these 3 rebels to force aggro. How those are the little things. We're seeing a mild aggression by the rebel on the Stalker, and he will be killing the Stalker. This Dark Energy Reactor is getting damaged and attacked. This Stalker will be able to repair it because the repair rate is faster than one rebel doing damage. The rate of the damage output is quite comparably slow to the Stalker. However, he will kill the Stalker, and there is nothing to repair this Dark Energy Reactor, so he has to build more Stalkers or bring all the Stalkers he has on the map here. And this also means delaying requisition what could have been doing for Combine units or Metro Cops. 3 Combine Soldiers and 1 Riot Cop in the queue, so this could mean that he will be relying heavily on the Riot Cops to put them in covers and the Combine Soldiers to do all of the damage. I'm still saying that's another Dark Energy Reactor. This could mean armory factory being constructed and start researching frag grenades, or maybe the Metro Cops would get the benefit of having mag hacks and floor turrets, because I really think the floor turrets are good in these maps where you have a lot of cover, in quotes. What I mean by cover is there's a lot of trees, and floor turrets don't really tell you where they are. They don't have this halo when you see it from a top-down view, unless you have a different camera, that is. This control point is fortified, so it's difficult to get captured. There's also there's a scrap power generator. I think this is the first scrap power gen being constructed by the Combine player, as there is no scrap power generators here. But this control point will get fortified, so he will have some mild control, or he will try to contest the map control, so Dark doesn't get too much requisition in his economy. And that's our 5 engineers on the scrap. So this means we're going to tier 2, I suppose. Or it could mean a lot of partisans being constructed. I'm still not seeing partisans. Oh, there's actually 1 partisan right there. But if he's having so much of engineers on the scrap points, that should mean a lot of partisans will be joining the fight. Or he wants to amplify the research rate of the ammunition depot when it gets constructed. The Combine player is building a mechanical factory, and there's also an armory. So this means upgrades and scanner. Okay, he wants to scout. I understand that. And roller mines are really good as well. They sponge up damage. They can stun units. They do splash damage as well. This control point will probably be taken out. I mean the fortification, not the control point. I don't think Stink Bomb does damage to buildings. Maybe it does, but it's not worth it. There are 3 Combine Soldiers and 1 Metro Cop, and that's a Stink Bomb doing some damage. Isn't? That should be doing damage, but it isn't. Okay, that control point that fortification, the control point will be falling down. That's an air tube ready, so he has the ammunition depot somewhere that I haven't noticed, and we'll be killing all of these Combine units. Is this the ammunition depot? Yeah, there it is. And there's a radio tower right here. So that means he will see any enemy movement throughout this area. Even the Citadel is in the radius. This scrap power gem will also be taken down. Will be eliminated. And that's funny. That was what was that now? I think it was the Dark Energy Reactor blowing out. That's a big sound. I thought there was a Dark Energy Reactor blowing, not the scrap power check. So this means a lot of roller mines. We have 2 roller mines on the field, which could be a problem for these 4 rebel units. That's a combine soldier, but he has no cover. It will be easily focused. However, those are the roller mines. It will kill 1 partisan, and that rebel isn't stunned. It will also, the other combine soldier will be dying. We're seeing burning roller mines now. I don't think burning damage does a lot to the situates. And by the way, the partisan has to throw those molotov into really good position if he wants to snipe the roller mines. One roller mine will be getting killed by the frag grenade. Nice frag grenade there. Another roller mine will be going in. He won't stun him. But this, if he knew this rebel is so close to death, he would redirect this roller mine to attack this rebel.
Anything you say, Doc.
He will be killing that rebel, and that rebel by the stalkers. And he has held the siege. The attack, I mean. So yeah, as I said, this is a proxy. He wants to hide these buildings. So the combat player doesn't know what is going for him. So he's pretty clueless. How does he have the grenades, as he probably scouted most of the times in his base, and he didn't see any radio tower or ammunition depot. That will be a special ops being constructed. We might see saboteurs, veterans in the field, or an RPG as well. Because if you rely on so much roller mines, one well-placed RPG shot kills all of those roller mines. Because the roller mines have a mechanism that if you do an explosive damage near a roller mine will explode right away. And it's also from the original Half-Life 2. You should have played Half-Life 2 if you are watching this game as well. Okay, that's a headcraft canister launcher being constructed. He hasn't scouted this, so the first headcraft canister launcher should be really placed well if he wants to have the best value of the investment for this launcher. And when he is going into so much energy reliant units, he should be constructing a lot of scrap power gens and dark energy reactors. But having the dark energy reactors really close like this, well, actually they're not clumped out. Oh, this is a nice, look at that, that's a nice symbol. It's like, that's really nice. It's so aesthetically nice though. Right, so I'm pretty much expecting a synth factory to be constructed in the near future for the combat player. However, the rebel should be investing also in the teleporter and the Vortigon then, as we are having, honestly and definitely, a really late game. There is no armory. That's the first headcraft canister launcher, and it will do. The headcrafts will, when the headcrafts enter, they will start burning. That's a first zombie. That's a zombie. Are those fast headcrafts? That's really weird. These are fast headcrafts, yeah? These were the fast headcrafts, and it spawned a normal zombie. I don't understand why that happened, actually. For that much requisition and energy by the investment for the headcraft canister, he only took out just 1 partisan, and pretty much that did a pretty okay chunk of damage to the rebel and the partisan. Right, we have the AR-2 and a partisan with a normal SMG rebel attacking this dark energy reactor. It will not be able to kill. They won't be able to kill this, as the Manhack just engaged. The Manhack will. Oh, that's actually a roller, my bad. We haven't seen 1 stun from the combat player. Maybe the chance is really low in this match, but it just his luck. That energy reactor will be going down. However, it's pretty okay that these buildings are in the radius of the dark energy, so they don't get unpowered. Okay, that's 1 more roller mine, and that rebel will be getting killed. I'm not seeing any other buildings constructed by the combat players, so this would mean heavy reliant strategy on roller mines, combat soldiers, and frag grenades when he's able to research. That was a really wasteful headcrab canister. It will be spawning poison headcrab headcrabs, but they will not be making any poison headcrab zombies. They're just to lower the HP. like to lower the HP before 1. So so the usage of poison headcrabs is pretty okay, but it doesn't require you to use it when you're in engagements, because the poison headcrabs are really effective when they have other units to rely on. Like one combine soldier can kill probably 4 rebels if the 4 rebels do not micro out from the poison headcrab infestation zone, which could be in this one. A doom can, you mean a mortar. That's another headcrab canister being launched. It will be spawning fast headcrabs now.
Hey, Doc.
And if that rebel doesn't get out, those headcrabs are really fast, so that will... Why does not make a fast zombie? I'm confused. This will be interesting. I think the rebel is cloaked, but the headcrabs and the zombie faction actually have detectors and can easily find where is the cloaked unit. Cloak doesn't work against headcrabs, basically. A headcrab will be getting killed. There's one more attacking something here. That headcrab just detected that hidden scanner, and this Air 2 rebel killed the scanner because of the detector headcrab. That's a lot of partisans. We'll be throwing molotovs on the Romans, but fire damage. Keep in mind, fire damage doesn't do very much against roller mines. However, but what rebel just killed 2 combined soldiers with just frag grenade, so that was pretty worth it. Oh, if that rebel doesn't watch, okay, we'll take care of the headcrab. I'm so excited if I see a normal headcrab just killing 1 rebel, and the player is like, "What? How did that happen? I had an Air 2 rebel and it died. Like what?" Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of scrap power gens being constructed. This is pretty evident for synth factor being constructed, but I'm not seeing that yet. And because he doesn't have much requisition income as the rebel player, that means he doesn't have the resources or the needed amount of resources to construct a synth factory. The synth factory is pretty expensive for requisition. For the requisition resource. Alright, I think nothing will be happening right now, since the rebel player is not being any more aggressive and is probably trying to tear up. Yeah, that's a lot of RPG rebels there. That's a lot of RPGs. I should understand this question now. I don't know what he means by that. That's a triage center. Milex might be in the game. That's a Vortigun then as well. So Vortiguns will be in this game, and the computer has no way to counter those Vortiguns. If he doesn't construct a synth factory, that's really bad, since rotor mines won't really help you against Vortiguns. They do full damage against any units except buildings. Did I see a sniper? Yeah, we have a sniper. If the sniper is placed here, it will be killing most of these units, if not all of them. You just have to place them into the visible range. For example, here, here, or here. This is actually the most south point of this position of this ridge. So if the sniper is here, it will be sniping all of these 3 rebels and this engineer. That's another Vortigun then. So 2 Vortiguns then are constructed, and I think those are Vortiguns. No, they're the RPG rebels. Looks like Vortiguns are omitted there. No Vortiguns yet in the queue, but with RPG rebels and Vortiguns, that's pretty. That's a really hard composition of rebels to be dealt with. Those are poison headcrabs, but I have actually no idea why is he spawning the headcrab canister so away from the rebel encampment. I mean, yeah, if you put a headcrab canister here, it will be easily taken down. However, you can improvise. If you put it on the rocks, the poison headcrabs will be going. Oh, he saw that. If the rebel doesn't pay attention, these rebels will be getting killed.
Hey, Doc.
Yep, that rebel should get... Nope, that engineer actually got killed. Okay, that's another rebel. That's why the sniper is so good. That's the other engineer, and this engineer will also be getting killed. Come on, sniper. There it is. Okay, so he killed most of the rebels, but because he's so close on the ridge, on the edge of the cliff, and when he shoots, he reveals his position. However, that's a lot of zombies being there. That's a lot of zombies. Okay, that's another zombie. So he has to pull out the engineers from here and spawn and move rebels from the iron camp into here, so he cleans out the zombie infestation. Or he can micro. That's also a possible way. And when every zombie dies, the headcraft deattaches and will attack the rebel. Unless you have this much rebels and you take care of that. That's another headcraft canister launcher. So much headcraft canister. That's the actually. Hold on, I'm missing a lot of action here. The rebel just took out every dark energy reactor, but the combine elite happened to kill every rebel and the Vortigon as well, I suppose. Did it? I think it did. Because I'm seeing Atlas. I mean, the Vortigon wasn't the fail. This is really bad as I cannot keep attention to both fronts. And I'm just so excited when somebody throws a headcraft canister and does something really good. These poison headcrabs are really scattered. Look where they are going. This means they're nearing any close buildings they can. So that poison headcrab has no chance of surviving that. If you have a headcrab problem, just use flamethrowers and there you go. Okay, that's another headcrab canister. Really close to the Vortigon then. What kind of headcrabs? Those are the fast headcrabs now. I'm not actually sure about that. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, he never upgraded any flags, nor fortified them. Basically the same thing. If the zombies were a bit AI smart, they would attack the barracks and make problems for darks like that. However, you can't do that. That's a big Air 2 army coming with an RPG. Those are a lot of fragments killing 4 power cells like nothing. 2 combine elites here. It will take care of one rebel. 2 rebels are going down. 2 Romans are behind them. They might stun them. Come on, stun. Oh, that RPG. That was a value RPG rebel taking care of the Dark Age Reactor. And all the buildings are powered down. And there was the combine elite in the queue. This is a pretty okay army. We have a sniper as well here. So if the sniper is on this edge of the mountain, I think this is a mountain, isn't it? Like a ridge. However, this headcrab canister is really paying out. It's basically the whole building encampment for the rebels here. That's a value headcrab canister launcher. The commander never left his base. He never attacked. He just spammed headcrab canisters everywhere. That's also a mortar destroying the Vortigon then. And I didn't see where it is. Where is that? Oh, there is the mortar.
Doesn't anyone
the
care what
RPG will be killing these scrap power gens. And that fortified control point will also be going down. But there's a Rollman killing instantly that. Maybe that was a low HP rebel being instantly killed. And also it was an RPG. Commandos will be killing the I-Rebel. 1 power gen will be surviving, but 1 cycle probably will be needed to reconstruct those scrap power gens. These are the 2 rebels tasked to clean out the zombie problem and trying to save these barracks. But this, yeah, that's that fast headcrab. If the fast headcrab know how to attack buildings, which makes sense in some world that the headcrabs can do damage to buildings. I don't know why a headcrab would like to do damage to buildings. They're not really organic or anything. But it's some kind of balancing idea. So the headcrab canister is more valuable. And not to mention he has a combine mortar with that. An annihilation. Okay, I can't pronounce that. Annihilation mortar. There we go. So, having a headcrab canister launcher and mortar, these buildings are also pretty pretty down, pretty risky to be kept like this. Since they do have a radius, both the mortar and the headcrab canister, and if the combat player scouts this, I think they will have a big problem dealing with the headcrabs and the mortars. Not to mention, there are 2 floor turrets right there. I imagine I would like floor turrets to be placed in a really more sneaky spot, like behind trees, because as you can see, floor turrets don't have any, like they have no way to limit where they are. That's a portable control point level 2 being taken down, I suppose. And that barracks is dead. Headcrab canister and mortar completely killing out the barracks. Actually, no, the headcrab canister actually went. Oh no, that's the antlers. Why are antlers and headcrabs having the same color? Come on, that sucks. Okay, this control point will be fun to a rebel player, but these roller mines, there's like 4 roller mines. If they stun one of these rebels, it will be really bad for him. That's one stun rebel. So 2 roller mines will be focusing one rebel, and the other 2 will be focusing the other rebel. They will be taking a lot of damage from the other 2 rebels, but it will be paying out really well. Unless they focus one roller mine and not change targets like this. Hey, that's actually a nice idea.
You talking to me?
That's 4 roller mines. Yeah, when you kill roller mine, it doesn't do splash damage when they explode. This rebel is so hard to take down. I think this cover attribute is providing reduction from the shock damage. And that was a nail in the coffin, throwing a headcrab canister right where the 2 rebels are. So the combat player is really pissed not being able to take care of that. 2 floor turrets will be getting killed. 1 vortigan dies from the floor turrets and the man turret plus the other floor turret here. That's 2 rebels getting killed by 2 combine elite. That was really worth for the combine elite. Wow, 2 RPG rebels getting killed by 1 combine ball. Really worth it, because RPG rebels are a bit more expensive than the combine elite. Okay, we have 2 zombies and a headcrab coming to the vortigon. Then there's 2 engineers. They won't do much damage, but if darkness doesn't micro that, there'll be 1 more zombie and 1 dead engineer. I'm seeing a lot of red units. Oh, that's the headcrab canister is also highlighted as red. There's also red. No, it isn't. This guy has a lot of ideas, but I don't think that's so easy to pull. Okay, that engineer just get killed by the zombie instantly, like nothing.
You talking to me?
Okay, that's a headcrab. We might have a problem with that. But the zombie does splash damage, and if it attacks a rebel, it also deals damage to the building. This vortigon then has a vortigon in Q, so this might be enough to take care of these zombies. And that's a scanner. So right now, the rebel player knows there's a scanner inbound here, and that should mean that he has to train air 2 rebels. I didn't see where the mortar fired. Let me check. Maybe it was here. That torrent will be going down, but there is a healing station in here, so all of the combine elites are getting healed. So any damage the rebel does, it's getting negated by this auto healing station. As I was expecting, really late game, but no synth factory. I have no idea why would you not build a synth factory. Hunters and Saradars are really well equipped to deal with this situation. Because Darkness doesn't have too much buildings and too much units on the field, unlike the combine counterpart. We have no units here. We have a saboteurs, but that's pretty much it. And because there is a lot of headcrabs around the map, well, they're not anymore, you can just throw headcrab canisters around the map, and the headcrabs will attack the saboteurs as they're cloaked, signifying that there is a saboteur or a cloaked unit nearby. And the combine player can capitalize on that pretty well. I did not see, however, where the mortar fired. I was expecting probably a building getting killed or something similar. What combat unit will be taking This is really good for the computer. This control point was probably about 10 minutes under the rebels' control, and now the combat player is pushing out of this turtling situation and having so much combine elites plus a healing station, healing these combine elites after every engagement. Darkness and the rebel player is really in a bad position right now. Unless he builds a lot of vortiguns and is able to capitalize on the combine player's mistakes, those are the flamethrowers. They will be taking care of the reinforced control point, which is level 2, and this scrap power gen, meaning less power generating income and requisition. There's actually 2-man turrets covering the approach of this control point, but it's already in the combine's control and it's already fortified. That's a combinate killing 2 flamethrowers, not being able to kill any power generators, just the one fortified control point. I mean, yeah, that's like 150 requisition for the flamethrowers costing about being 2 flamethrowers that costs about 100? Yeah, about 100. Those saboteurs got killed. That scanner is a detector. I forgot. So the scanner can detect cold units. Nice building choice by the combat player. And by the way, there's also still a sniper here. It might get to lead. I have so much kills it might get to lead, and any rebel that is around here will have a problem approaching this. And there is a component on the man turret. I don't like the idea of having a component on the man turret. It has more HP than a normal combine soldier, but their Air 2 and the combine bow capability is far more important than being on a turret. Okay, that's bombs being set on the fortified control point, and they will be exploding pretty soonish. I see that. I want to explode them. Keep in mind, there's a scanner flying around, so these saboteurs might get discovered unless there is no scanner here, and they can just mine all the power gens and stop every production in this moment right now. There's 3 bombs, one on the power cells, on 2 power gens, and they're gonna explode. Whoa. This garrison is out of power and a special ops as well. The mechanical factory is not, and the armory as well is not also unpowered. There's still more saboteurs around here, so this scanner has to take care of these saboteurs. There's still I think all the saboteurs died, and there's 4 companies killing all of the buildings here. The rebel player might have a really bad. The rebel player is pretty much really pressured by this. He still has buildings, yes, but he doesn't have units. There's no units by the rebel player. That's 2 vortices in the queue, but it will never finish because of so much firepower by the combine elites here. And they will also be cleaning the radio tower and the munitions depot. So he won't be able to see any movements as a consequence of this, and he cannot research anything. This is a really stalemate type of position. Still, the saboteurs did paid well by stopping production on the garrison and the special ops, as the combat player is capitalizing on the strategy of building a lot of combine elites and a lot of roller mines. But still, it's just a power generator. It can be easily reconstructed. If you don't kill off the stalkers first. Oh, that's the scene factor coming online. We might see our Strider and Hunters as well. And with Strider and Hunter, the rebel player has no way of winning this game. I would say so. Imagine the will be falling down. Cute roller mines are just trying to hack the building. Yeah, they don't do any damage to buildings, but they're really good at anything else that is not a building. This is the other scrap point farm by the rebel player, but unfortunately, he doesn't have any units on the field. He doesn't have this teleport, but he has a lot of more. He would need a lot more time to build so much units, and not to mention there is a barracks here, but it's nothing on the. It has nothing in the queue. Yeah, 2 partisans right now, but The rebel player might be trying to win this by a well-placed teleport. However, I cannot see that happening as there is a sniper right here. So when all the rebel players teleport in this area, about 2 of them or 3 will get sniped. And they can't do anything about it because the teleport gives a stun debuff when they teleport. That's a man turn, we're protecting this man turn will be protecting this barracks and scrap point farm. But we're seeing the rebel plane being pushed from the middle of the map, from the proxy right corner of the map, to his base, to his HQ. I think this is our first comeback in the qualifiers, if not the last.
You talking to me? 2
man turrets will be built here to cover this barracks and the junkyard, and as well this approach. But there's also 2 man turrets here, but the combat can just easily sneak in here and take care of the man turrets, and basically just enter here and destroy everything. That's all of his units right now, and the combat player has a lot of elites, not to mention a lot of roller mines, and the scanner that can detect any cloaked units. Combat player is in a really good position, if I can say so. And there's still more combat elites, a lot of mechs and roller mines and riot cops. This combat player is not kidding around. Yep, the Strider is being unlocked. He will be going Strider right away. He will be not training any hunters. This means the Strider will be the main focus for the strategy that the combat player has in store. There's still a lot of time needed to train units if this teleport is gonna make any difference in this match. So right now I have a mixed feeling who can win this game. Darkness was leading about 10 to 12 minutes in the game, but all of a sudden that headcrab canister made a lot of problems for him, not to mention this mortar and the sniper killing most of the rebels in this encampment. And he'll be clearing out this entrenched man turret position, meaning this pathway is open for combat and siege. And there's also another headcrab canister being launched here to scout what's around the area. And those are fast headcrabs, and there's 2 man turrets here. They'll be killing most of the headcrabs, but there's one more headcrab canister being launched here, which will be having poison headcrabs. And the combat lead who just gave his life. However, the zombies will be killing every of the engineers here. Everyone, I think. Unless they start focusing the zombies. There's another headcrab canister. This position is pretty infested by headcrabs. This means this barracks might be getting destroyed. There's an engagement. I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, the RPG rebels are killing the headcrabs. That's pretty bad because it does splash damage to the buildings. However, the headcrabs were not near any buildings, so pretty okay for that. The poor headcrab is trying to destroy his control point. That means that roller mines will be trying to kill this headcrab. Yeah, I don't think do roller mines take damage from headcrabs? Let me look. No, they don't. They're immune to headcrabs. Wonderful. That barracks died by so much headcrabs, and there are 2 zombies right there, and now the engineers are pushed back. They have a scrap point farm here, but that's about it. From any other scrap point, it's pretty bad for them. Yeah, they have no other place to farm the scrap unless here. And really well thought of Darkness to not farm this scrap point first and go in the middle, but that cost them by having a headcrab canister and a mortar and a sniper on this ridge, killing every building in this encampment. The teleports will be happening right here, but every of the combat elites can be So starting right from the bat, or starting with this game, we have JJ playing the green rebel faction and spawning in the bottom side of the map, and on his opposite side, playing as the Combine, is Dark Raidan, being purple or pink. Looks pink a bit. So, as I'm seeing from the beginning, the build order is pretty standard. However, this barracks is constructed really close to this control point and being reinforced really quickly, so he really doesn't want to lose this control point. I think that's a sign that we need that this might be the first encampment by the rebel player. He's gonna scout what the combat player is doing. He only has a dark energy reactor, and he's building a lot of stalkers, but I don't see any garrison. And he has not captured any control point. There is no unit here. He will be taking this control point. However, on the other side, the rebel scout will be taking his neutral control point. Neutral control point means the one control point that is really close from the starting position of the opponent, or if your control point is really close to your starting position, it's called a neutral. It's a StarCraft 2 term, but it means like a neutral expansion. It's in the same philosophy. Well, the only thing I'm wrong about this is pronounced natural expansion as being an expansion which is in a natural state, as people want to expand units. However, the main difference between StarCraft and this game is that you don't build buildings in the natural. You build buildings in a more advantageous position, like being in the middle or in the quarter of the map or something similar. We did also saw the power cell by the combat player. Most combat players either choose to opt for a power cell or not, depending how much combat soldiers and how much energy reliant units will be built. As we see, also the rebel player has built the barracks near that control point, the right center control point, making it more safe for reinforcements. Right, queue of 3 Riot Cops and an SMG Metro Cop. That is rather an early aggression start for the Combine player, as having a standard build. No power cell, meaning, okay, there actually is a power cell. So that means that Combine soldiers will be being built right after these Metro Cops. Junkyard being constructed, the first scrap farm will be established and be in function, having a billet for more engineers. In the barracks we have a few rebels on the field and one in the queue. So the rebel player doesn't want to let go of this middle control point, and is also trying to contest this control point to be neutral, and if he cannot capture it. The 2 Metrocops will be getting this control point, and there's one more Metrocop back in the base if he comes into problems of 2 rebels or 3 rebels engaging him. But I don't think the rebel player might contest this. He does have 3 rebels against 2 Metrocops, and there's 2 Metrocops in the base, actually 5 now, which could mean the rebel player cannot handle this just for this control point. It could have been better if he put a barricade here or a man turret to hold this control point from this approach. However, he will risk that and go for the Metrocops.
Doesn't anyone care?
He will not get stunned, and he can easily kite these Metrocops. Okay, that's a stun. Might get killed. Got stunned 2 times. There's actually one more Metrocop coming in. This Metrocop is in a shield position. He should disable that and actually go right away for the chase. This Metrocop is right between the rebels. He's missing a lot, and he will get baited and probably killed, almost killed. Like 17 HP. Really lucky for that Metrocop. There is a scout that will be trying to engage any stalkers that will be building scrap power gens. The scout is actually gets killed rather quickly than the stalker. The stalker has 150 HP and has a burn type of damage output. Right, 5 rebels behind the rocks, and this control point now is rather really secured. Like, there is no army composition that can engage this rebel unless he starts massing a lot of combine soldiers, but that would take a lot of time in this scenario. Having so much, having one Metrocop being really close to death, and one more Radcop that can provide cover shield for 2 other Metrocops that have a SMG or 2 combine soldiers is not enough to take on 5 rebel soldiers that are with the addition behind cover. There's a that's a really fast mechanical factory, and this means the energy cell will be used for the mechanical factory units like roller mines or Mahaks. Skipping the Mahak upgrade by the Metrocops. That's a really quick veteran. I have not seen specials being constructed. Maybe I am blind. No, that's a munitions depot, but there's also a special ops building somewhere I'm missing. Can I find it? Come on, where is it? Where do you build it? Where do you build it? Oh, I think I'm stupid. I think the veterans are built from the barracks, and I thought they were built from the special ops. Oh, that's my knowledge.
Hey,
Veteran will be killing a lot of Metrocops there with the combine soldier. Nope, that Metrocop almost died, but not quite. This control point will be get contested. He has no units to back this up. There's only one more veteran in the queue, and there's one more veteran on the field, getting really close. Might take out this Metrocop, and it will be confirmed to get killed. That's a shotgun. That's a shotgun backstab. That's a lot of shotgun. This though, it has a lot of HP, but those are shotguns. And when you put shotguns in close battle, that fucker gets instantly killed. He has 3 Radcops in the queue, and he has now units in the mechanical factory. Power Gen will be going down, powering down both 2 buildings. And there's only just one crap on the field, one Radcop on the field. There's one more SMG. Now there's actually 2 Radcops, one combine soldier. He has to pull his units right away back, or risk losing the game. And this message means that I'm gonna say GG right now. Yep, he leaves the game and calls it GG. That was a really unexpected strategy by the rebel player, commandeered by JJ, having 3 rebel shotguns, and I suppose he had a shotgun upgrade already in the munitions depot, but I have not checked that. And he was distracting this engagement with veterans, that the combat soldier thought most of the landing went for the veterans and not these 3 rebels and the shotgun upgrade. My post-game thoughts, JJ really outplayed. He didn't. I won't say he outplayed him, but he had the strategy of having 3 shotgunneers, so 3 shotgun rebels being attack the base from the back, and he was not expecting that. The combat player also didn't have much chance to scout, as he was trying to pump up more combine soldiers. And when you want combine soldiers, you sacrifice the scout capability of Metrocops or loyal citizens. Right, on our left corner of the map, the left side of this map, we have JJ playing the yellow combine. We sign with the normal standard build, Dark Energy Reactor into Garrison. On the right side of the map, on the right corner of the map, we have Reptastic playing as the pink combine, Dark Energy Reactor and the Garrison. So this map is this map has more control points than Forest, and it's a bit more. It's more diverse. It has a better viability when it comes to strategy. And when you have those maps, you can get excited a lot. Oh, that's a Dota thing 2 thing. I press shift and enter and taps to the team. Right, another garrison being attracted. This is a double garrison play. No units in the queue, but means that the pink combine wants to he would like to. He wants and he would like to capture more control points than his opponent. However, yes, thank you, Proxys. We'll be seeing a loyal citizen blocking this control point and capturing it. Now it will be neutral. And look at that statue. Who knows where the head went? Right, that's a Combine soldier by the yellow Combine. So I'm not seeing any power cell, however. Am I not seeing any power cell? I'm not seeing any power cell. So starting Combine, this means that the yellow Combine has scouted this and will be building a lot of Combine soldiers to counter most of the Metrocop units. Having 2 Radcops and 2 SMGs, this might be bad for the yellow Combine player, and surely this one Combine soldier cannot hold this Radcops, and will be focused by the SMG Metrocops. They have to leave the shield phase and start chasing him, so he might get stunned and lose the Combine soldier. However, there's another Combine soldier here, and one being close to finish. So the yellow Combine soldier have to kite them right in the base and put all the stalkers on the Radcops. That's a stun. That's another stun. This soldier might be getting killed. That's also another stun. Really close to getting killed. The Metrocop will also be sacrificing himself. None of his soldiers died, however. Really strange for that. That's 4 Combine soldiers on the field, and the pink Combine player losing 2 Radcops and 2 Metrocops. Really not worried for the pink player. But since he's going double garrison, his mistakes are not as that bad, and the yellow Combine player can capitalize them all the time. That's a power cell being constructed outside of the base. That's pretty unexpected. I would never put an energy cell outside of my base because it stores energy, and if I lose that, all of the stored energy goes to waste, and it doesn't pay off the investment. That's 3 stalkers on the Combine soldier, but Combine soldier will be taking probably 1 or 2 stalkers with him. If he manages maybe one will die, he will die as well. So 1 stalker for 1 Combine soldier, not worth it. But the 2 Combine stalkers, but the stalkers were occupied with. Combine soldier will be kiting again 2 Metrocops and 2 SMG cops. Actually no, he's gonna start and fight them. He's gonna get stunned and being really close to death. Or this Combine soldier might kill 1 riot cop. Will get stunned and die. That's a stalker attacking 1 of the Metrocops, but not the damaged 1 Metrocop. The 2 Metrocops are trying to retreat or trying to stay. The SMG cops are focusing this stalker, and it gets stunned and gets killed. That's a Combine soldier on a low HP pool. Might get 1 Metrocop, but will also sacrifice himself for 2 SMG cops and 1 riot cop. 3 Combine soldiers in the base. Another garrison is being built. So the yellow Combine will respond to building another garrison to contain this aggression by the pink Combine player. Wonderful. So we have a direct mirror match, ladies and gentlemen. The only difference is the yellow Combine player is building a lot of soldiers and not using any Radcops. I think Radcops would be better because Radcops can attack each other and the Combine soldiers can overwhelm the Radcops by being focused. And not to mention the Metrocops are not as powerful as the Combine soldiers in the HP pool and the damage output. The Combine soldier will be killing this stalker as well, and the other stalker and this power cell is seen on the brink of destruction, but it will not be focused as the soldier will turn back. Map control is pretty equal. The only difference is the central control point is under the pink Combine influence, and the yellow Combine player should build turrets around to contain this aggression, as 2 garrisons mean aggression, not going tier 2 or skipping tier 2 really late and trying to win this game early with having tier 1 units. This control point will be getting captured. I'm also trying to see if any control point is getting ripped. Okay, we have a 1 fortified control point, and there should be, actually there is not a fortified control point on this one. Is there any fortified control point for the pink? No, there isn't. So in order to not sacrifice requisition, which could be mean for the soldiers against double garrisons, he doesn't want to fortify his control points, but he actually needs to do that if he wants to have a steady income of requisition. This control point will also be found under the yellow combined player. That's about it. There's also a power cell constructed, a newly power cell. This means combined soldier will be flooding a lot more than usual. 5 combined soldiers on the field. One of them is damaged. One of them is on the brink of death. And one of them is also on the brink of death. So 6 combined soldiers on the field to match 3 Rat Cops, 2 SMG Cops. Actually 5 Rat Cops and 2 SMG Cops. This is also not a good engagement because the combat soldiers can just focus one unit really quickly, even when they're in a shield position. Or it can, and on top of that, they can kite them. That's why Rat Cops are just worth it in a close range kind of engagement. This is a really small map, and there's a lot of cover position and walls, so Rat Cops can only play in special circumstances. Like if their engagement happens here, the Rat Cops might win that. 3 Metro Cops will be engaging this Rat Cops. One Rat Cop will get focused on really quickly. Once Combat Soldier will be stunned, but will not die. If he read this SMG, this Combat Soldier on low HP, he should have tasked the 2 Metro Cops killing this Combat Soldier. We're seeing a lot of pressure on this crab point collection because there's a power cell outside of the base. This power cell will be lost requisition, a not justifiable investment, in other words. However, all of the units by the pink combine will be brought here to protect this, and as you can see, that combat soldier will be going down, that combat soldier will also be going down, that combat soldier is also proud to be getting eliminated, unless he baits, yes, he will be baiting these 3 combat soldiers into a really bad engagement, and probably not a well trade. So the 3 combines, the 3 Metro Cops have to go in the shield position and try to absorb most of the damage, but they will get sniped, focused one by one. That soldier will get stunned and will die. That soldier is also dead. This one will not get stunned. All of the Red Cops are down, and the combat soldiers can push now, killing all of the Metro Cops. And the pink combat soldier has no units in the field. Actually, he does, but it's not well equipped to deal with so much combat soldiers coming from the yellow combat player garrisons. And all of the players have not changed their building style. If he has so much combat soldiers, he should have placed man turrets and tried to bait. Yep. So he messed up. I have no idea how he messed up. Maybe it was a miscalculation, since combat soldiers are always better than Rat Cops and SMG Cops. But they're cheaper, and that's worth it. With this Dark Age reactor, the game will surely flow in the yellow combined player. 2 soldiers will be getting built at the same time, but they will get instantly killed. They're powered down and nothing can be built anymore. Only the Citadel can build stalkers, but there's no stalkers on the field. And I think the game will be flowing. Will pretty much be in a losing position for the... This is pretty much why you go for the flag. He has so much requisition in his bank, but when you just have 1 Dark Energy reactor and not a second auxiliary one, you're not gonna win much. Look at this spam of combined soldiers. And yeah, I think I'm hereby waiting for the GG. The comedic value of a person losing a game. Any thoughts about this game? I think I've said everything what I had to say about this game. Post end of this game, post game, it was a battle for the control points, and a lot of requisition was needed. The pink combat had a good upper hand in the early game, having Metro Cops being scattered all around the map, pressuring most of the scouting units from the yellow combat player, but not enough. He did not start building combat soldiers to match combat soldiers. And when you have a combat soldier versus combat soldier battle, micro is your most vital factor into winning the game. Alright, this is game 1. JJ will be winning this game, and Raptastic has a chance to come back and go to the leaders bracket if he beats JJ. Right, see you next game. Good luck, have fun, as usual. This is the rematch. We're gonna be having JJ playing the yellow combine versus on the left side spawning as the combine. That is Raptastic. He's currently 0-1, so give him your cheers. So the build order or the opening build, pretty standard. Dark Age Reactor into Garrison, same as for JJ, Dark Age Reactor into Garrison, and start scouting with the losses, and we're gonna have a low season fight. So both of the systems will try to stop each other from getting this control point. Actually, no, he will be skipping that control point and going for the neutral control point or the expansion, the nearest control point is. So the middle control point is currently under the pink combine, and this control point will be falling down. That's a rat cup. We might see an early engagement. The first blood might be dropped by the low citizen. He's baited into the stalkers, but it won't do much damage. So the rat cup has only the chance of. There's only the chance if the low citizen stops and the rat cop. I think he got stuck. Alright, still, again, another open with double garrisons and the same utilization of the previous strategy, but as you know, if the yellow he pretty much knows it's been scouted out. The combat soldiers will be pumping out pretty fast and completely skipping rat cops and the SMG cops. We have 3 rat cops, 1 SMG cop going into the middle control point, skipping the middle control point and going for the neutral. There's currently 2 combined soldiers and 1 more coming out of the base. And and as usual, he has to kite this. So focus every match cop, leave the stalker in the front, because the stalker is not important. It's important is to save matches more units. It's important to save combat units and the stalker at this point. It's the early game. All of the match cops will be getting eliminated. No combat soldier died. One is really close to dead, but there is a guardian angel watching over him, which is the micro angel. And the micro angel only helps you if you have a mouse that spats out of control. I would like to think so. Losses will be getting killed, and all the control points from the northern side will be flowing under the yellow combine player, as well as the middle control point, and starting as well with the southern control points. I'm expecting that there is a massing of army. There's 4 rat cops and 1 possible SMG cop. No, he's gonna. Is he? Yeah, he is gonna completely skip an SMG cop and go for the 4 metric cops against the combined soldier. But as he understands, or he should understand, that he can kite that and lead him into an ambush or into an engagement much more favorable for the soldiers than the rat cops. There is no stun. Two stun charges were hit on the combat soldier, but there was no stun. There's now a combat soldier that can start shooting this, as this combat soldier will just make them around the circles. He still hasn't stunned them. 1 rat cop will be falling down. Metro cop is still not unable to stun and will also be getting killed. There's a skirmish on top, killing the scrap power gen and the power cell. Again, the power cell being built outside of the base. Not the best of ideas, as when the power cell goes down, all of your energy is lost. And Raptastic is really bewildered now, as he understands that rat cops are not the greatest strategy against combat soldiers, as in the previous game, and will be getting killed. Those cops are also dead. There's 2 combat soldiers. There's 2 combat soldiers on the field. But there's nothing else than those 2 combined soldiers. Power cell will be going down. Scrap power gen is also getting eliminated in a short span. 5 combined soldiers are gonna engage these 2 combined soldiers. There's the queue has 2 metro SMG cops, but that's all. This combined soldiers will also get killed. Now what is left is queuing this Dark Energy Reactor and powering it. They will be able to get out, but they might not kill anybody. They will be falling back near the Citadel and the low HP units will get microed away from the fight, but this SMG cup will be falling down. He has another SMG cup in the queue that will be going. It almost got out! It was on 15 or 16 build time. It almost got out, but it didn't. And he has no combat equipped unit on the field. So he has no. There is no possibility he's gonna win this flag. Oh yeah, you don't need to update the flags if you are to take and to trade capture points like that. So the only update is required for the neutral flags, so you don't go completely, so you don't completely lose map control. But because requisition is pretty expensive, so this might be game for JJ and Raptastic to be inserted into the lizard bracket. Actually, that's correct, but you can't really hold the scrap power gen and the power set with so many combined soldiers, and also having double garrisons at the same time. Double garrison is just an early, it's a combine aggressive prediction, a signification of combine being aggressive. And yeah, that will be the playoff from day 2 between JJ and Raptastic.